I think so.
All the farts out in time.
wow.
Hey there, beer tubers.
Oh, that is
Nice
very
play.
Hi,
We're
Nick.
doing what I say tonight. We're doing what you got to do. What I tell you. This is Nick. See something's the chat. Anyway, welcome back to Maxwell Star and the BA101. But we're Beer Analysis 101. But tonight we're doing something different because we need to do something different. Of course, Greg gets up and goes to the bathroom or something, or to get the beer in the middle of the intro. So tonight we're doing. Everybody's doing what I'm telling them, so that's the theme. So, what's tonight's beer? You got to drink this, you got to drink that. So we kind of boiled it down to, instead of like going like for specific beers, we're just choosing specific styles. Okay, get that, you get that, you get that. And in this case here, we'll introduce each person who showed up in the order they did show up, and they tell them what I told them to get. So let's start off with everybody's favorite beard of red. Hi, Carrie.
What be going down, people of the chat? Nick told me to get the sourest beer I could. Honestly, a couple of the ones I grabbed I haven't tried before, so I don't know what the sourest beer. But the one I got 5 beers. Told Nick to pick a number between 1 and 5. You got number 2. Number 2 is from Fairweather Brewing. Their Cherry Training Wheels dry hopped sour. So obviously a cherry sour.
That actually sounds really cool. Fairweather.
Coming in at 4% ABV.
Sure that's Fairweather?
You know what? It might be. It's actually Fixed Gear is what it is. Fixed Gear.
Yeah, I'm just thinking that's not the logo for Fairweather.
Yeah, I've never seen Fairweather in the LCBO at all. So yeah, that's a weird thing that's what I would remember because I went there with you. I don't know, but
yeah, maybe. But I know Greg sent me a whole bunch of stuff from Fixed Gear one time. That was a good experience. If I recall.
One time back when I used to send beer, Nick.
Back when you still loved me.
Beer mail. My goodness, and sentence is difficult right now.
All right, so next up we have Lady Lee, who's going to introduce the beer that I cucked her into getting.
So I was given category of fruit beer, which I was rather excited about because there's so many different fruit beers out there, which I discovered today, and now my fridge has discovered. So I was torn, so I just got Nick to fully cuck me tonight.
Oh, ready.
And he
chose watch that.
What's it called?
Flying Monkeys Island of Imaginary Friends. It's a sticky mango double IPA.
You know what? That's a really good name for a beer to be doing on BA101.
Yeah.
Hey, you are on the island of imaginary friends right now.
Pretty much. I don't know why the fuck I'm here. But it's an 8.2%. So, considering that I did a lot of running today and I didn't eat a lot, I have a feeling that this is going to hit me real fucking hard.
Nice. That's the point.
And I'm wearing my new summer dress.
Woo. What? Alrighty. So thank you, Lady Lee. Let's go over to Ray Dahar, you can introduce the beer. I think we all already know what it is.
Yeah. It's a good triple IPA. I'm like, okay. And there was one in the fridge in my mom's husband's fridge, or my stepdad. That's Sparkle.
How old is it though?
Good
your mom's husband's fridge.
Oh fuck! November 2nd, 2022.
Perfect.
So a very old.
Puff. All the children gotta shake it up first.
No.
I wonder if it'll be Sparkle. It's been a while since I've seen a Sparkle chunk.
That's why he's gonna shake it up first.
Don't
shake it
up.
It's gonna be like crystal clear when he pours it, probably.
You know, maybe roll it, but don't shake it.
I don't have a glass though. That's the thing.
Oh, what? Oh, that's just
gonna be a D-bag. Drink for the can.
Oh my god.
Anyway, alrighty. Thank you, Radar. Let's put Greg up on the screen. He's got he's got 2 dogs with him.
I got Bella here, who's calm. I got Arnold here, who's not calm, because he wants to hump this man.
Hello, Scott. A surprise presence arrived.
Wild Scott has appeared, and Arnold just wants to hump the hell out of him. I'm in fact going to have to remove Arnold in a second because he is becoming uncontrollable.
Very amorous with Scott.
Yes, he is. Arnold, get lost.
The camera's not on Scott for that.
So, anyways, Nick, You picked the beer I didn't like. Fuck you, but I totally deserve it because I'm a jerk and I deserve it. Everyone else, that's like, oh, you couldn't pick a triple IPA for me, Nick. I would even take a fruit beer, but you give me a fucking ghost, salty piss. And literally, it's the only ghost I can get from the LCBO. So I don't. This one, I may have had this one before, and I actually think it may not be too bad, but we'll find out.
I think we can get that here in New Brunswick. I should take a look. That way we can make you do it twice.
I think it's perfect to get a goes for Greg. Just
Because
to give him a big old
Goza.
fuck you.
Goza.
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 Yeah, Gosa is how it's spelled. Goza.
Pronunciation.
Well, it's more like EA, just like Goza.
Goze.
Porsche.
No, Goza. Yeah, I like Porsche.
A Goza de Rossi.
There you go.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just salty like him, so it's perfect.
Wow. So rude. But
All right. So let's pan over to Scott here for a second. Scott,
So
what sound did I tell you to get?
yeah, so you told me to go get a lager. Lager boy. And I've had a few of those already. Today I've chosen obviously a Moosehead. A Moosehead Crack Canoe.
Ooh.
No.
I wonder why you picked that one.
Did you have to pay for it?
I did have to pay for it.
Oh no.
No.
Terrible.
he did not cuck his workplace.
Right. So the thing about my work is I can have beer at my work, no problem. But when I go outside of work, I can't really take beer home. Right? So I could take coupons for beer home, but I can't take beer home. So I went to the beer store and I looked really hard to find a lager that Moosehead makes, and came up with a Crack Canoe, and I took 6 of them. So yeah.
Aren't you a
That's what you've been
cracked
drinking so far. It's
man?
good. I would
Yeah.
have thought like Greg would make you drink a steam whistle or something.
I have no steam whistle, but I will make him drink Bone Shaker and Octopus and other GLB
Ooh.
products.
What did you give me?
So far, I've made you have a Space Invader
Yep.
and
There you
a Canuck.
The Canuck was really
Because
good.
I didn't
Canuck's
want,
good.
us to get annihilated before the show started.
Yes, you did.
Only partially.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we're happy right now.
we had 2 at the restaurant too.
Scott, if your night goes anything like the first night I met Greg, you're in for a pretty goddamn good time.
Yeah, I heard restaurant or something.
Yeah,
Breaks
I'm
in
probably
the
not going to bring out too many stouts tonight. Yes, you and I did.
Scott's gonna get destroyed.
Scott, you want to do stouts tonight?
No, whatever. I'm Ubering.
Oh, he's Ubering home, so maybe I will.
Ubering back to the cat. How far away is the hotel from Greg's
20
place?
20 minutes. 20 minutes.
Okay.
So $200 cab.
It's a $200 cab.
Oh, it's only like a $20 Uber.
It's still
That's
really?
Really?
That's cheaper than here.
Yeah.
Especially if you're not like.
I can't even get a cab that's 5 minutes away from my place for
You
that.
can't. You can't even come to my. You can't even take a cab to my house. You just won't.
Exactly.
You
And
could
Greg wonders why I never do the 5-minute trip.
You could probably ride a bike to his place.
could.
Wouldn't that be an exciting journey?
He could, but it's all
That
uphill.
has cost my mind. What?
Well, you know why?
It's what? It's all uphill.
It's all
Yeah,
uphill.
but the way back
Yeah,
when you're drunk is all
it's-
downhill. It'll be so much
It's
fun.
all uphill. Yeah, well, it's uphill from the highway to your house.
Yeah.
And that's only
So,
like what, 2
all right,
kilometers? I can manage.
Let's talk about the beer that I have.
Right.
Product from Moosehead, established in 1867. Premium Crack Canoe. It's a light lager at 3.5%.
Nice.
It's just oh my god, a maintenance beer.
It's a maintenance beer. Absolutely, absolutely.
It's just to take a break between all the rest of the heavy drinking you guys are gonna be doing.
Right.
Gotta somewhat save your liver.
I need to rehydrate.
Yeah, it's right. It's fucking close to
The
one.
hydration
He's got
beer.
4 of them. For some reason, it's the only one that doesn't seem to be frozen.
Yeah, for some reason, Greg's fridge froze my beer.
No, they were frozen when you brought them to me.
They were not.
He's gonna have to drink them like they're gonna be ice beers, the ice version of.
It's
You
Greg's
filter
ice
out the
cold
ice?
personality.
Oh, you filter
anyway,
out the ice so that you have to drink more of the alcohol.
Yeah.
There you go.
So anyway, it's the beer that Moosehead sends out across country, right? You can get a Crack Canoe anywhere.
Yeah.
Moosehead.
I wouldn't want to crack my canoe though.
No, you don't want to crack in your crew. No, you don't.
I
Want
remember like 10 years ago, Crack Canoe was just like a regional thing, and now it's all over.
10 years ago, I don't think Crack Canoe was existing.
It's nice to
It
be
did.
one of my
Yeah, it did.
wife's who's she could pick it up at duty free for like next to nothing, and she was like, "Hey, this is pretty good," so she drank it.
Yeah, I want to say
Oh,
Crack
there's
Canoe came in
Arnold
like
again.
2010.
Oh, he's in the
Arnold.
middle oven. Yeah.
I'm in fear of my life.
Let me remember. Arnold. Somebody.
All right, let's continue on there, Nick.
Alrighty,
What beer
so
did you cuck yourself with?
okay, so what am I cucking myself with? I'll take
He's the
myself
cuck
from underneath the.
master, so.
I'll take myself
Drink
out
anything.
from underneath the duck and introduce the beer because I felt like I was being cruel and mean to people. I decided to do the Blue Meanie,
Oh,
which is
Ah!
from
I like his
Upstreet
name.
Brewing. Upstreet Brewing in PEI, Charlottetown, PEI, I think it is. Blueberry double IPA. And I love the fact that it's got this kind of Blue Meanie, like Beatles yellow submarine. And it'll actually pair well with the other beer that I have sitting next to me, which is I'm not even Kuvi these. Who knows? This is Garrison's Juicy IPA with the yellow submarine itself on it. So it's kind of like if anybody likes the Beatles. I got
Anybody
two
likes the
cans.
Very
I've
cool.
heard of the
But
Beatles.
For the purpose of the video, this is the one I'm doing. So
Isn't that the band that quit because the Asian girl stole one of their guys?
Yeah, the Asian girl.
what the fuck? Okay.
We did
Meanies
it.
are here.
Okay. so no
Goddamn
racist.
Asian Chris Lysak stealing the band.
Oh jeez. All right.
Have you ever heard that
What's
thing?
your
Viewers,
history?
we still have 8 viewers. So if anybody's
really?
out in the comments, I'll read those in a second. We're
I
gonna
think,
go
I
back
think my
around and
brother-in-law is
do
probably
histories
watching.
first.
Hey, Marson.
We'll circle back, and I see I see Asian. Hi, Paul. All right,
Paul likes the Asian girls.
Who
are we
doesn't?
done? Okay, so let's go back around
Never
Carrie and say first I'm going to preface this and tell you the reason why I decided to tell you to get a sour. I'm like, well, IPAs are too easy, and besides, I love them too much. So what beer do I hate that you seem to love? That's a really creepy stare, Carrie. Is that you trying to glue your eyelids open and when you're actually asleep?
I'm just really good at staring. I don't know.
That was pretty good because I saw the cat's hair like blow in the wind a little bit. Almost like me.
See the
actually.
cat's fur going when it farts. Of course, cats don't fart, but Carrie does.
Dogs
Cats
do.
don't fart.
Yeah, I've heard.
All right, I figured you go out pick a sour. It'd probably be a style you actually kind of like, even though I'm not crazy about that. All right, so what's the history? Do you have any history with the stout you picked out?
With the stout that I
sour.
picked out.
With the sour that you picked out.
I have had
The
it
sour
before.
for this hour.
I don't
I have to be
recall.
making grammatical errors in front of this guy.
No,
Don't know if I've reviewed it, but I have had it before, and yeah,
I mean, I can't even put it anywhere.
everything I've had from this brewery, so long as it's fresh, like IPA wise and stuff like that, it's solid little brewery. So yeah,
All right.
I think you're excited.
Okay, so let's go back to Lady Lee and Lee. Well,
Yes.
it's not a comment on sexuality or anything. It was just literally.
Wow,
I know it's your female, and well, no, it's because I know you love fruit beers. Ideally, I would have told you to go get Fruity if you could have got it, but since you couldn't, pick out the next best thing.
I was sad. I actually went and looked to see if there was anywhere close to get it, but unfortunately, I could not get it early.
No.
But
I
can
still get it
appreciate.
here.
I can appreciate that you thought I was a little fruity, because I am. So.
Well, yeah, but I still love you.
And it's
Nothing
and
wrong
it's
with
Pride
that.
Month, so it worked perfect for me.
There you go.
What a better beer to pick for the queer person.
Well, I don't know, Greg and Shot.
Alrighty. So this particular
Yeah,
beer, do you have?
Clearly, the only
There's no
cool
history.
people here.
No, so
Is
this
it?
beer recently came out to the LCBO. So this is one of Flying Monkey's newer ones. I do have a history of Flying Monkeys. Do I remember the beers that I've had? No. It's usually the ones that you tell me to grab, and then I just drink them. I
Just
think
like
I had the whatchamacallit, the one that Greg told me to get, the Manifesto. I think I've had Sparkle Puff, and I've had another one, a hibiscus one.
Oh, right.
I- I have to say, I always enjoy their can art.
Both of
It
them.
doesn't even matter if it's a bad beer. I just want to like it always because I fucking love their can art. I just think it's like such fun
Yeah.
cans. They always get me with that. They were assholes. I love it. They
12
win.
Minutes to Destiny. That's what that hibiscus one was called.
Yes, I've had that one.
All right.
Yeah, I do enjoy their stuff. I didn't really care for the manifesto, unfortunately, because I'm not a stout person.
Go with the fancy.
But they
Bella, are you
have really good can art.
Nice.
That is it.
It's a cool can.
That is
I
all.
will give him that. All right.
Mhm.
Thank you, Lady Lee.
Oh, and I had the orange skull, the quadruple IPA.
Oh, I think that showed
I
up
think
here
so.
too, didn't it? I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Radar. So Radar, I told you to get triple IPA because I probably figured that you would have some in your fridge. And hey, look, I'm right.
Well, not that I bought because I'm not, in my home.
That's even that's even the better part. That you didn't have to pay for it.
Yeah. So basically,
Where's my free beer, Radar?
You mean my rear fruit radar? Anyways,
Where's
so
my
basically,
8-month-old?
She seems to be a good dog.
what?
She's very good once she's
Anyways,
comfortable.
yeah, but I've had this quite a few times because it's like once a week or once every 2 weeks I get hammered, and that's one of them that I buy because it's like
Because he's a former alcoholic.
Yeah. And I buy like 6 or 7, maybe 8 beers, and obviously one of them is always this one, along with usually Bone Shaker or anything IPA that I haven't seen. So yeah, I've drank quite a few of these, and for a triple IPA, it's usually smooth. But I don't know about this one though. It was made in November, so we'll see. Other than that, Flying Monkeys, I've had quite a few. Obviously, the Mutants have revolted, or trying to think, there are quite a few others. I really like Flying Monkeys, and again, their art is very nice too, as Lady Lee had previously assessed. And yeah.
All right. Thank you, Radar. Let's move along to the duo over here, the Etobicoke duo.
Got
Hey.
see, this is basically like every threesome where it starts out equally and then it turns out the lady just
Then you get
prefers
the
the other
dog
guy. And I'm kind of just stuck being cucked. Hey, that's the theme of this evening.
Oh yeah.
Exactly. It's magic.
Well, since that's the theme,
Look
yeah.
at that.
Oh no, I'm getting fucked.
I've been,
Isn't that the whole point of this trick was to get Scott laid?
you guys, Scott, I'm gonna deal with Arnold.
Arnold's not okay with just a three-way. He has to be. There's got to be a full-on dog-human orgy over there.
We need one more for an orgy. There's only 4 so far.
I love that the other dog is so calm. It's like, what in the fuck is Arnold doing?
You make the
So-
effort. You can pretend.
That
There was a
man,
foursome.
that man is quite the ladies' man.
Oh, I know.
I mean Arnold.
That's right.
Well, the ladies' man, or in this case, Scott man.
He has no preference.
Anyway,
He's man Scott.
This
He prefers
this
human.
Goza salty piss beer that you've made me drink. I had
Oh,
it once
yeah.
before on June 16th, 2021, and back when it had, I was gonna say, I thought it had a different. It does seem to have a different can art. It looks slightly different because there's a big mouth, and I'm trying to see. It looks similar, but it's not.
I recognize your old balcony.
That's right. That is my old balcony.
Well, it's collective art, so obviously they changed it up. So
Yeah,
if you
they
had
changed it up. So I have had this one before. If memory serves me, I think I didn't mind it, but I haven't even tasted this one yet, so I don't know what I'm gonna think about it. Now onto the cookie, the other cookie.
The other cookie.
Well, I haven't finished with Greg yet. Greg.
Oh, so
we work
I'm
on the
sorry.
Greg.
I'm sorry, Nick. I didn't mean to finish too early for you.
I know. You're always so
That's
quick
exciting.
to trigger.
I figured if I was
speaking of
happy,
triggered, I noticed our viewer count just went down from 8 to 3. So I don't know. what
because a lot of people came on here to watch a Budweiser review.
happened. Nobody drank a Bud Light tonight.
So
All right. So anyway, so yeah, the whole thing premise is the reason why I told you to go get a Gozo is because yes, the whole salty piss joke. It was literally from I think the first review that we ever did together, and all you could say about the beer is like, it's like drinking salty piss.
yeah,
You were
I mean,
double fisting beers at the time at the Albino
Yeah,
Beer
I mean-
Fest. Just like it's salty piss. Like go fuck.
yeah.
off.
Granted, I think I was I think I was probably like 30 beers deep at that point, and yeah, I was like, me and Nick are going to do a review together. This is salty piss.
We totally went PA Brew News that day.
But let's be honest, those are basically just salty piss.
Let's be honest.
Alrighty, so
Let's be honest.
all right, let's be honest.
Let's be in our best behavior.
Jesus
All right,
Christ.
so let's pay it back over to Scott, and I'll tell him why I picked the lager, but I don't really need to tell him because he knows.
I know. I'm
Yeah.
lager boy.
Because it's a basic.
No, you're lager
bitch.
man now. You got a more complex palate, but you still drink lagers and prefer them. All right.
He's got lots of hairs on his chest. I can confirm.
No, and you got to see up close and personal his moose knuckle there tonight.
Oh.
Oh, I got to see a little of everything.
There you go.
I like hairy chests.
Oh, you wish you were here then.
Jeez.
Now it's me. I know
All right.
I got nothing to offer you, but
All right, Scott. So I don't know if we really need to ask what your history is with Moosehead.
Well, I mean, it's changed since the last time you asked about my history of Moosehead. I mean, before it was a beer that I quite enjoyed and picked up a Alpine or a Moose Light or a Moose Lager, regularly. But now I work for them, so my history has changed a little bit. Now I know how the sausage is made. Now how the sausage is stored, and how much sausage is stored.
You know how much water they added to
lot of
regular Moosehead to make
A lot
Moose
of
Light.
Sexy.
I know, right? Like I walk through the warehouse here in Etobicoke, and I'm like, man, I work here now. I'm surrounded by all this beer. Like,
How much water was in your sausage then?
You're like Homer Simpson in the land of chocolate kind of thing.
yeah.
Have I died and gone to heaven?
But
Duff beer for me, Duff beer for
Beer
you.
for you.
I'll have a
Let's
Duff.
get plastered.
Have one
Have
too.
one too.
so Greg, that is my ringtone for when my Moose headphone rings.
That makes sense.
Makes perfect sense.
So this particular beer, I've had many times before. I can get it free from my work when I'm at work. But I find it a lighter version of Moose Light, which is very light. So we'll see how I score it. But Crackcanoe is available nationwide. You can get it at your retailer. Ask for Crackcanoe.
Are you getting paid right now?
You can buy it at any local beer store.
You know
All
what?
right.
You know what, Scott?
Yeah.
Look into that, Scott. Not maybe because you're brand new, maybe not, but eventually you might be able to bill a couple hours or something for that shit right there.
He's doing promotional work on the side, right?
Exactly.
Sid wants to play
That's
a
how I'm paying.
tune.
That's how I'm paying for Greg's lunch.
You see a kitty.
I'm okay with that.
She wants to play. Oh, she's off the
There's a
piano.
lady
now.
leaves pussy here.
Did she hit a key though?
No, the piano's off.
Okay.
She turned it on though.
There was a weird
There's
sound at like the same time as her foot went down. It was weird.
She'll
was
turn it
probably my
on when
fart.
she walks by on the occasion, but I always have my thing in for my headphones, so I won't hear it. I should just leave it on though, just so she can play a tune.
Just so she can scare the crap out of herself, probably, which would also be funny. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cats scaring the crap out of themselves is always just like, the videos of cats approaching toasters
Yeah.
as they go to, or a printer or printers.
Look,
Cats and
Cucumbers.
printers is good too. Yeah.
Did you see the one with cucumbers?
Oh yeah. Cucumbers. The whole like weird,
It's like,
it's like the weird
wow.
snake. And I tried it with my cats. Muka was like, "What the fuck are you doing? What is this thing?" I don't care." Yeah,
That's my cat's post. She looks out the window and just hangs out there. It's her favorite spot to be.
Yeah,
He's
why
like,
not?
I wish you'd let me be an outdoor cat so I can murder the bird population.
Oh God, no! This cat does not like being outside.
You know what? We need a roof cat from Arroyo Gardens to just eat all the pigeons. My God, the pigeons up there. Jesus Christ! It's
It's a pretty
so
pretty
bad.
big cat to like take on a pigeon. Like even my Maine Coon won't take on pigeons.
If he wanted to, he like yeah.
If
But,
he wanted to, he probably could kill one, but he doesn't generally want to mess
Like-
with them because they
no,
pose
like
danger to him.
yeah, but they do and they don't. Like like a cat is going to stealthily jump on a pigeon and almost instantaneously get on their neck and you're dead now. Like
Bleeder
that's
Reno's in the chat.
Okay, speaking of
Oh,
chat,
Reno.
now that we got a
hey.
proper segue, who wants to read all the comments?
I'll do it.
there's so many.
All right. First one was Jamie Jeff, who said, well, we're back. And then he said,
no, it's not
Happy
Jeff. It's
Wednesday,
not Jeff.
folks.
It's Jamie C.
Oh, yeah, the other Jamie that I don't
The
know.
other Jamie, the cool Jamie that likes this.
And Lady Lee said, Happy Hump Day. And then Jamie says, cheers to
We all
that,
love
Lady
the
Hardy.
birthday.
Lee Hardy. And then Jamie said, should I change my name to Jamie Cook for the evening? Maybe.
Yes.
Obviously.
And then Lady Lee said, probably. And then, ha, 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 happy face with the squinting eyes. And then Lucelius Roselius said, Glass, Scott, and Greg could finally explore their love in person.
And
Paul.
you know what? It's been a beautiful thing so far.
And Paul from Pabru News. Rosh beer for all, whether you like it or
Could've got
not.
Paul to get a roast beer.
yeah.
I don't even know.
Paul,
I bet she was finding one of those for sure.
And then Lady Lee said, I read rainbows. And then Pabru News double hearts.
Red rainbows.
Pabru News said, hurt Asian girls. I'm in. Yeah, Susie came in, I said that, I think. And Lee Russell said, no, they broke up because they were a bunch of creative arseholes. And then Marcin Hizupski, what's up?
What's
That's
up?
my brother. That's my brother-in-law. He's in South Carolina,
cool.
probably drinking better beer
really?
than I am. So cheers, buddy.
Cheers.
How do you say his first name? Marcin is like
Ma-
a Polish name?
Marcin.
Marcin.
Oh, that's embarrassing.
Marcin?
I don't even know. I think it's Marcin.
Marcin.
So it's like
I
Marzin. then.
apologize,
So like
because it's a Polish name and my Polish is terrible. But
Yeah.
so,
But
so
anyways,
Marzin.
but
Marcin.
in English it's just
anyways Lee Russell said, who could not agree on what to do anymore? Yoko sucks when she was a scapegoat. Lee Hardy agreed. That and Lee Russell said, that's not Carrie being creepy, that's just Carrie. That's probably when he did that.
No,
And then Scott says Yoko shot Lennon. Lee Russell says Yoko shot Lennon should be some.
Yeah, it was some kind of failed art experiment.
Yoko shot Lennon.
Failed
should
art
be
experiment. I don't know.
Yoko shot Lennon should be a shot of some sort. And then
Jesus,
Martin
it should be a
Sours
card.
go into the sink.
He's
Oh,
correct.
Rhino.
Sours
Reno.
are just bad. beer.
Reread that name before you say anything else.
Marcin Hizupski.
No,
No,
the
the
next
other
one.
one.
The next one.
Ablino Rhino.
Ablino
Reno.
Ablino Reno.
Is it D Chad or is it another guy?
No,
It's
it's
the
Jeff.
mysterious stranger.
You
who
have
we
literally
don't know yet.
all destroyed your relationship with him in
Why?
one single swoop of a.
Well,
Not
because
you.
I'm not
Every
always here.
Personally,
I
I
chatted
don't
with
blame
that.
Lady Lee for that.
Look,
I
is
didn't
it
do
Chad
a
or
damn
not?
thing.
Look,
I know,
is it
Lee
Chad
Russell's
or
an
not?
asshole.
Damn thing.
Is it Chad or not?
It's not.
Okay.
No,
Okay.
it's Jeff.
Oh, it is Jeff. Okay. Ablino Reno. Thank you there, Jamie. Jeff. Oh, great. Oh, Greg, great. A guest. Nobody comes over to drink free beer anymore. And then he says, it is what it is.
Tonight.
Yeah.
Then he says, Saison should be low ab.
Well,
Yeah.
And then the other Jamie says, Albino Rhino, you started the wildfires with that dodgy Skidoo battery. Lee Russell says, I'll take all the blame. Fuck Chad. And then Ablino Reno, Radar send me a friend request so I can unfriend you. And then Marcin Hizupski, the gentleman nailed my name spot on. I'm a gentleman.
Yeah,
Yes,
the first part of that is just not right at all. The
Well,
gentleman.
it's because, well, yeah, okay, I thought you.
but yeah,
Well, at
Yeah,
the same
then
time,
meanwhile, he's like-
I strongly disagree with his comment about sours belonging in the drain. So
Meanwhile, he's probably making
I
fun of Greg
agree with
for
that comment.
fucking up his name.
at the same time, Craig, I have seen you. It's not common, but you have enjoyed sours.
I think there are some reasonable sours,
Yeah.
but most people that like most sours, like the sours I enjoy are sours that are usually for like if you're a sour connoisseur, you'd be like, this beer's not soured on. I'd be like, this is perfect. You'd be like, I want more sour. When you give
Still.
me that sour beer, I'm like, I don't want that shit.
Still,
You're a sour beer.
I am a sour
Yeah.
beer.
You've gone bad.
I'm a sour puss in general.
You're
yeah,
too
Greg,
old
yeah.
now.
Greg isn't even Greg isn't even an intentional sour beer. Some like lactobacillus
No,
got
I'm
floated
king
in
of the
the air,
forest. I got
and
to
contaminated some other ones.
You're
Oh.
40.
We got some Lee Russell agreeing most sour,
Listen, we all
most
can't
sours
be
are
in
just
our teams
mistakes.
like you.
I think most people on this chat's 40, except for you.
Yeah.
I think I'm the only. Yeah, I'm gonna hit 35 this year.
I just turned 40 last
Hurry up
month.
with those.
I
Better
think
hurry
that
up with
just
those
means you're going to
babies.
hit somebody who's 35.
I'm gonna hit somebody.
He's going to, well, take that how you will. You're going to hit somebody who's 35. We all know you're like 19. You're trying to pose in here. We all know Lee Russell's going to prison.
my
Wow.
best sisters say otherwise.
Pull that fourth wall down.
They
Where
were once
we?
perky and amazing. Gravity has taken them.
Are we talking about your arms?
No, my boobs.
Oh,
Twisters.
I think your boobs are perfectly fine.
Yeah, gravity's taking my arms. I can't lift them anymore.
Gravity's taking my arms. Oh,
It's
my
the bottom
head.
part.
Oh, my head. I can't lift
Mine
it
doesn't
up.
shake though, so
Hey,
it's good.
hey, gravity's
Bye.
just made Nick's dick even bigger.
well, that's not.
Alrighty. So
It's there.
for a
some
chat-
opinions are ready to
for
be
a
given
chat
at this
where
point.
I'm supposed to be controlling everybody here, I'm not doing a very good job.
You haven't said a damn thing in like 20 minutes.
We
at
have
this
a
point.
question.
No, I kind
We
of
have
just
a
letting you guys talk.
We have a
Let's
question
continue this.
in the
What?
chat.
Okay, should sour be sour, or can the fruit be, or the beet? What should sour be sour, or can the beetroot smoothies?
I think it means can they be
Can
fruit
they
smoothie?
be fruit smoothies? I would imagine like aren't they kind of like smoothie sours?
Well,
I
like,
agree,
yeah,
they're
like
not that sour.
if you're putting alcohol into a smoothie, then that's going to be a tasty smoothie. But it's not going to be a beer.
We all
Right.
we all know vodka goes into smoothies. Come on now.
Go
There
fuck
we go.
yourself, Lee Russell.
God.
And
But
then
the way-
leave
the way
us some worth the jail time.
The way I look at it is like, how bitter do you like your IPAs? Some people like extremely bitter IPAs. I do.
Some people
Some
like
don't
juicy
like
IPAs.
bitter IPAs. I feel it's the same way with sours. Like some people like extreme sour beers.
I would tell you that it's like gender. It's a spectrum, right?
Exactly.
There you go, Nick.
See, I
You're
don't
going to
like-
Pride Month.
You
I
can
don't-
you can
I
have
don't-
yeah, there's
I
probably
didn't even see you cast your fishing rod right there. That was impressive. That was nice.
Okay, I have to kind of rush this along because I am almost done my beer.
all right. So let's circle
I'm
back
done
around.
my
We'll give
beer,
our
like-
final thoughts.
Yeah, circle jerk.
Starting with Carrie. What do you think of your beer?
It's tasty. It's cherry. It's sour.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Nice.
very solid cherry sour beer. 9 for style, 8 personal enjoyment. Tasty shit.
All right.
And now that that's I'm grabbing another beer because mine's all gone.
All right. Thank you, Carrie Bear. Let's talk to Lady Lee.
I'm gonna take a minute. Okay, hold on.
arms
I want to
go?
show off this
Look
dress
at
because
those
I'm really
shoulders
stoked about
go.
it. It's really cute,
Oh,
Shoulder shot.
Full
and I'm sure you
body
guys are gonna
shot.
appreciate it.
Oh yeah.
The lady body shot.
Kind of.
Lady Lee
But
body
anyways,
shot.
oh, look at this dress.
See how that's going, yeah? Oh yeah.
Oh, I like that dress. That's
Hello.
a nice dress, Lady Lee.
That's a nice dress.
Yeah, it has like the sides
Yeah.
and the back is
Yeah.
right there, and my butt looks really cute.
You look like you're going to a Hollywood after party.
Oh, I like that. Thank you.
But does it have pockets?
No, unfortunately, it doesn't.
Does it at least have?
That's
a
why you gotta
hole in the
wear-
front for piss?
That's why we got to wear a fanny pack with it, just so you can have storage
fanny
space.
pack.
Shove it in my boobs. Unfortunately, like
That's what I do.
That's nature's natural pocket.
That's right.
exactly. Unfortunately, like 90% of my pants don't even have pockets. So the dresses, at least, they're excused. Actually, more of my dresses have pockets in my fucking pants. Like it's stupid.
Yeah, but
Lex,
women
now-
have an,
now-
women
now
have an
that
extra
lady-
pocket anyway.
You
Now
have
that Lady Lee's boobs have succumbed to gravity, like she says they have, she's got that
You-
extra space underneath to tuck things. You know?
Exactly. I could like lift it under there and just shove it down.
Look, this
You
is
can
one
hide
of the, this
things-
is one of the beers that Nick didn't choose. It's some kind of other sour beer from
Is that the
River-
tropical one?
Yeah, Riverhead Brewing,
Sure.
Island Cocktail,
I don't know. It's behind
Island
the duck.
Cocktail Sour.
Okay.
Yeah, that's on you for not
It's behind the
paying.
cup.
That's
it's
on you for
behind the
not
cup
paying
duck.
the super reasonable StreamYard monthly fee. That's on you.
I think you're
I'm
talking about
sorry
Lady.
to Greg's brother-in-law. I usually do show a lot more cleavage. Tonight, you just didn't get to see it.
Oh,
Wah, wah, wah.
And the man
Tune in next week.
is without his wife right now. Come on.
I'm not wearing a bra. I don't
Well,
know if
there
that
you go.
helps.
Hello.
Hey, would you mind doing some jumping jacks, just showing us how to do this?
I don't know how to do jumping jacks.
It's like-
This dress is actually pretty tight.
Don't you
so
find it a
good.
little warm? Could you turn the temperature down just a little?
Okay, my nipples are always hard. You don't even have to do that. Like, don't worry about that.
Wow.
Greg's
right,
gonna,
all
Greg's
right,
gonna
all
send
right.
Scott off to the powder room where there's just a thing of moisturizer
sorry.
and some tissues.
I'm
We
sorry,
have now
Ryan, if
left
you're watching.
future.
Okay,
Are we talking about
back
beer or are
to
we
back
talking
to
about
beer,
food?
Lee.
It's,
Let's get-
beer and boobs are a good combination.
Sexy beers, sexy beers.
Just put it in the middle. Now that they're like,
What
older,
a
I can
place
just-
Just sort of tuck it right here. Put the can right here.
I don't know what she's drinking, but I want it.
I'll drink from I'll drink from the hose.
Oh, we're doing this again. Okay, anyways, back
You're
to
gonna drink from the fire hose.
back to the beer. Back to the
Yeah, seriously. It's like,
so
Yeah, guys, we're only here for beer. Come on.
Come on. Come
Be
on.
serious.
Wow,
I
we
told
actually
you,
lost a couple
like
beers.
this one's gonna hit me a lot harder than it should. By the way,
You
PB
did
for
your
10
heart?
day
Yeah,
today,
me
so I'm
too.
very stoked.
Mm.
This beer. Okay, so I'm having like this mixed feelings about this beer because like I'll take these sips and I want it to be sweeter, but then when I have it, I'm like, oh, but it's nice. Like it has that nice taste to it. So I'm like arguing in my mind what it is, but then I'm realizing when I'm talking to you guys how smoothly it's going down because it doesn't really have like that super like harsh hop burn. Because sometimes you'll have that like
bitterness.
IPA taste or that hop that like just lingers for so long and just kind of ruins a beer for you at times. This one, it doesn't have that. This one is very like there for a little bit, but then like you're good. Taste wise, it absolutely does taste like an IPA. Like it disguises the alcohol very well.
I don't know why.
I find they're very good at that because even when I had their quad, I think their quad was like 11.9
I hate that beer.
or
It's
11.2.
zero.
I broke my toe.
I can't remember. I found that it still hid the alcohol very well. Like it wasn't alcohol forward.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. It wasn't like the best thing, but I did enjoy it. I didn't think this is what I find with a lot of these beers though. When they say a flavor on it, I'm always disappointed that there's not more of the flavor. This was the same with the creamsicle. This is the same with this. There is a light mango-y taste. But what they have, like going on the description, they're like, with this mango flavor, like the other one with the orange-sicle flavor, it's not there.
Virtual
Like-
fist bump. I'm 100% there with you on like mango when they add it in the right proportion can be, in my opinion, one of the best adjuncts they can put into a beer. It can be so good. But yeah, like I totally agree with what you're saying. I'm sorry for cutting you off. I'm sorry.
But no, you're right. Because there is this really light taste of mango, but I'm really disappointed when I grab something that says mango on it. Like I want to taste the fruit flavor that you're telling me that I'm going to taste.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Like that's why I love a lot of certain fruit beers because when you try it, you're like, okay, it has that beer taste plus it has that, especially like an IPA because it tends to lean to that tropical side. Like mangoes are just so fucking perfect to throw in there.
Yeah.
This does not do it. This does not throw that in there. So. Well, taste-wise, I think it is a very tasty beer. Also, it goes down really smooth, a little too smooth.
I agree with that as well.
It's going to be as an IPA, I think this is fucking stellar. It has a great taste to it. It's really nice. Has that very pleasant mouthfeel that you guys like to make fun of me that I like to talk about. But
No, you and Paul like it thick. That's fine.
It's all right.
I like it smooth. It's not so much thick. I like it smooth.
Oh,
But it
okay.
just-
you like the smooth. He likes the thick.
Smooth.
But this one I find is actually it's honestly a really good beer, but unfortunately it doesn't say like it says sticky mango and it compares it to like what is it, sticky mango rice? I think it said. Like mango
Yeah,
sticky
that
rice.
is the thing they put on there that was interesting.
Rice flakes in the brew add a buoyant body while the ripe mango puree. So yeah. It just doesn't have that. So for style, I'm going to give it a 6 because it is a very good IPA, but unfortunately it doesn't have the flavor. So it gets a passing mark because I do enjoy the IPA, but doesn't have the flavor that I want. Taste-wise though, personal preference, I'm going to give it an 8.5. It's going down really smooth. I really do enjoy the flavor. It's 8.2 and it's nice.
Yeah.
I really fucking enjoy it.
I had 2 yesterday, and I agree with like almost everything you just said was so goddamn spot on. Good, like
She's learning.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
She could be taught.
I'm glad
can
that you
do
have a
things,
man's.
too.
I'm glad that you have a man's approval now. It makes everything you said justified.
I wasn't going for that at all. God damn you, Grant.
It's all that I wanted in this group was to get a man's approval. That's why I'm in
There
a
you go.
group full
You
of-
got
I just
it.
wanted. I was just
And-
saying.
and-
I completely agree. Like I didn't know until reading that can, to be honest.
In 100
Ma-
years'
that
time, you'll be
mango-
recognized like Mary Curie.
Mango sticky rice was even a thing. When I grabbed the can and saw sticky, I thought they meant like sticky, dank, kind of thing going on. But then I thought rice. I'm like, okay, but it's I still enjoyed it though. It was pretty tasty.
Yeah,
You
it's
get a
great.
lot of
It's just
flavor from the rice.
it's just kind of when if you grab
cleans
it,
the
like it's
body.
kind of disappointing because it could be any IPA because I find IPAs tend to have that or some of
Well,
them do
again,
have
and
that,
again,
like,
if they added more
mango
mango,
background.
just fucking cram the mango with
if it says mango on the can, I
Just
should be
cook it with mango.
Barnstormer out of Barrie.
Oh.
I don't even know. I haven't even seen the beer from them in forever if they're still around, but they used to make a mango version of their Flight Delay IPA. And
All right,
it
Nick.
was
Oh, sorry.
so mango.
Yeah, we're just waiting for Red Beer to finish.
I'm
All right, Nick.
sorry.
I'm finishing up
All
my
right.
beer.
Our turn.
Okay.
I'm finishing up my beer, so you're gonna cuck me tonight and tell me what my next beer is I'm gonna drink.
Ooh. Okay, where are the other ones? I want you to show me.
Pineapple Ninja,
Show me there, Lee.
apricot,
Oh, that cherry
for
one. The other,
you.
the third one you had was the cherry what?
cherry.
Yeah.
B.
I-
All right, do the cherry B.
Lady Lee,
Curious
that
about
one there, I am very excited for you to try.
Is it
So-
a Moosehead product?
So Moosehead is coming out with a new cherry Radler. It is
Yeah.
effing delicious. I've
Oh
already had it.
wow!
I think we'll have to
Not a
talk
Radler.
about that stuff, isn't it?
Is it an actual Radler or they're in their weird neon Radler series that are
Oh,
like
it's packaged with the Neon Radler one, but
Oh,
so,
okay.
so what's the ABV on it?
I don't remember.
Probably like 4.5 ish.
All right.
Because
Probably
the-
4%
the-
like the other ones.
The neon ones were pretty high for Radler, I would
Yeah.
say.
So anyway, I tried the cherry one from Moosehead. It was fucking delicious. So I'm interested to get your opinion on that cherry one, Lady Lee.
This is a
That's
cherry
great.
B from Burdock. It was the last can left at the LCBO,
Nice.
and all it says is cherry B beer. I went onto the website, found out it was a sour, but
Oh yes,
When did you go? When did you go to the LCBO?
today.
Like you went to the downtown one, right?
Yeah.
What time?
Jesus. It's like interrogation.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, yeah, so you-
Interrogation.
No, I'm just wondering because she said you go grab the last one there. I'm just wondering if I didn't see it, but no, you went there before me, so yeah.
Oh,
'cause,
okay,
yeah,
Okay.
I
Let's
probably would have grabbed
Let's
that one
move
as well.
along here. Thank
He's
you,
trying to
Lady
figure
Lee.
out if Lady Lee cucked him or not.
Oh
Yeah. Oh.
We
All
did.
right. Speaking of cucking, I'm telling you guys what to do. Thank you, Lady Lee. Let's move along to Radahar.
Yes.
Well, rid of her.
Well,
Had that 8-month-old Sparkle Puff hold up.
actually not that bad. Like it didn't
Ah.
get that bad. I can still, yeah, a little bit, but not very much. And again, it's a good tasting IPA that's fucking high in alcohol content and that goes down pretty smooth. It's worth the price of like $4 something. And
It's a great deal. Yeah.
You just want to get shit faced, yeah.
Nice.
We're
Well,
not
yeah,
gonna-
yeah. If it's fresh, it's actually a pretty tasty beer. too.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
It is. Oh,
Yeah,
Sparkle
but
Puff's great.
if you're drinking Sparkle Puff, you're out to have a
Yeah, you
drunken
get
evening.
a couple Sparkle Puffs, you're
I
done.
feel like Scott should have a Sparkle Puff before he comes back.
Scott never had a Sparkle Puff.
I wish
Scott
I
should
wish I had a
definitely-
Sparkle Puff to give him, but I don't.
Oh,
You can
They're at
buy
the
something
LCBO
on
here.
Raw, right?
Yeah,
The
just
next-
Stop by North Bay.
you know, it was Scott. How long are you there? How long are you there for?
My flight is at 7 a.m. tomorrow morning.
So the
Oh,
LCBOs will not be
I was
Yeah,
gonna say you
LCBO
can't
will be
even
open
grab one
tonight.
before you go. Then, Greg,
No,
Greg,
LCBOs is closed right now.
you failed as a good friend on making sure Scott could leave with some.
You know what?
No,
Treats.
I agree. I'm a bad person, and you know
I'm
what?
just kidding.
To make up for it, Scott, I'm gonna let you sleep with my wife.
Honestly,
Again?
That's right.
Is he gonna cuck your wife?
All right. Okay. So Radar, what are you going to give it for rating out of?
Oh, solid 9 out of 10. Well, because it's not like the best IPA, but it's still value for what it is, and overall, I'd say 9. It's
Yeah?
strong.
So 9 and 9.
Goes down smooth, yeah.
Nice.
For what's the other category again? Overall, and
House goes like that.
Well, you're drinking triple IPA.
yeah, style 8.
At least she knows who I am.
For style 8.
8, 9.
See, when I
and
think
9.
triple IPA,
Like,
my
basically-
mind actually goes. I like triple IPAs, and my mind goes to Sparkle Puff because I felt like that was
because
a great
it's
intro
like
to
the
it.
one that's really
The
good.
one.
You
They
basically-
really popularized it, I think, in Canada
No,
too.
Nixon, no.
I haven't had
tried-
many, but Sparkle Pop
But
is
I've tried a couple more that tried like recently,
Nick
and
is
it's
the OG.
not. They're not even close.
It's not weird. Just make some weird. Just make some original.
What? Okay. All right.
No,
So thank you,
we-
Radar. Let's go over to listen to what Greg and Fuzz were
yeah.
saying.
This conversation that we can totally just kind of hear
I'm the
happening.
OG, what?
No, you guys can't hear a thing. No, we're just talking about how great Nick is.
Yeah.
Sure.
Guys, I
Bullshit.
gotta go because it's. I got more. I gotta wake up. At
Okay,
4.
Radar. Before you go, of all the beers you heard here tonight, which would you vote for?
Lady Lee's.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Thank you, Radar. Have a good night.
See you
Did I
guys later.
freeze?
Peace out.
No,
He said,
I gotta say, I'm always very impressed with Lady Lee. Her shoulders are incredibly perky for a lady of such advanced age.
Thank you.
You keep doing you.
Our
Because my tits are
shoulders
too heavy.
generally one of the first things to go.
Titties are.
Like
Yeah, no, shoulders tend to go. Shoulders, knees. You know, you never heard of. I was gonna say you've never heard.
head and shoulders, decent toes, decent toes, decent toes.
No, I was gonna say you've never heard of a titties transplant, but yeah, you've heard of them all the time. So I don't know what I'm talking about.
implant.
Oh, I've never heard of a
All right, Greg.
transplant.
How about we talk about the beer?
All right, well, let's talk about the beer. This is a great beer to have after a titty transplant. Anyways, I've drank most of this, so it's definitely smooth going. So this is a great example. I look at Gozas almost like I look at sours. I know they're not technically sours, so don't get up my ass about that. But to me, they have a sour taste. I kind of find them in the same realm as sours. Kettle sours, wild ales, all that shit. To me, lambics, whatever. To me, they're all the same shit. They're all sour tasting. If you don't like it, you can write Nick and send him dick pics, and he'll deal with all your complaints. Anyway, but this is pretty smooth going. This is kind of an example of a actually well-balanced sour because you really taste more of the guava than you do the actual sour or the actual goza. There's a good amount of salt in it. Probably not as much as some others of the same genre. Genre. There we go. But I mean, it definitely fits the style to me. I think it's probably a better example of the ones I actively go out of my way to not have this style of beer. I don't really like it, but this is probably one of the better ones I've had. So in terms of style, this is probably gonna actually be a 9 from me in terms of style. It is quite good, and I'm gonna echo. I feel I would have probably rate this beer a little lower, but I looked at my Untapped score, and it's a perfect 3.75 out of 5. And I feel in this circumstances, giving this beer a Nick out of 10 Nick out of 5 is just perfect. So I'm going to go with a 3.75 out of 5. I'm being generous, I admit, but I feel that's the Nick score this beer deserves.
3.75 out of 5. That works.
3.75 out of 3.75.
That's
out
like
of 5.
a 7.5, isn't it?
No, that's a 7. It's
7. Do the math.
No, wait a minute. Is it? No.
7 out of 10.
No.
5 out of 5.
No,
7.5
3.75
out of 10.
7.5.
Do the math, Scott.
Well, I thought you said it was a 3.5.
No,
It's
3.7.
7.5, isn't it?
7.5 out of
Yeah,
5.
3.75.
By the way,
Took me a second to get that too.
just
It's a Nick out of 10. I mean, honestly, I want to give it a Nick out of 10 just because I'm being cucked by Nick, so that's what I deserve. But, I mean, honestly, the beer's probably like a 7. It's actually not bad. I don't mind it. It's just not really my thing, but I can enjoy this. Actually, it's better than some hazy IPAs. So I'll give it that.
There you go.
so just for Lee, I'm popping my cherry.
Oh,
Did it spray everywhere?
A little bit.
Did it squirt?
Nice.
A little
All right.
bit.
I mean,
Don't worry, it has no smell.
Make Lee feel a tiny bit inadequate, but we're okay with that.
Don't worry, the squirt has no smell. Anyway, so Greg,
Wow.
what did you said 7.5? That's your overall enjoyment. What do
I
you
give it a Nick out of 10. And I give it actually a 9 for style because I think for the style, it's actually very good.
I think the puppies like Scott.
Oh, they fucking. Also, you guys can't see, but down here is. Oh, I'm trying to.
Your really old couch. Oh,
Oh, you kitty. And
You get it?
30 feet.
Yay!
There we go. Yes, you do have my 80-year-old couch here as well, which is. What do you think, Scott? For a couch that's probably 70, 80 years old, what do you think of the comfort level of it?
I'm gonna give it a Greg out of 10.
Okay, there we go. Greg.
Does that mean like super
I think
dickheadish?
that means like 9.
What's a super dickhead out of 10?
Wow. Wow.
You got a blanket
Wow.
to cover the cum
I take
stains.
it addicted anytime.
Wow. Like,
All right.
I'm pretty. He's there in experience. I've had Greg as the host, and
You never sat on this couch, Carrie, though. So
at the same time, I also was not, and I didn't have the access. I wasn't able to swim in a pool. Like Scott is getting like the treatment of all treatment, man. If I was there, we had a pool and a bunch of Bring Out Your Dead. I think one of us would have drowned, but it would have been fun.
I mean,
Okay.
it's very likely one of us would be dead, but we'd be
Road trip.
we'd be looking at from heaven from you. For those of you who get offended by heaven, one of us would be in heaven.
I just need to come visit you on my
Okay.
days off.
So, okay, let's keep
I want to
moving
be in
here.
heaven. I just want to die in your pool and haunt your property.
Let's keep moving here. Okay, okay. Taking
Taking
control of the chat. Shut up,
Do
Greg.
it. Do it, Nick.
Scott.
Do it. Yes.
Scott, your turn, Scott.
All right.
Nick,
What
was
about
good.
your beer?
That
All
was
right.
good.
Okay.
Otherwise,
so-
we're going to be here all fucking night while you guys talk.
Hi, Nick.
Hi, Nick.
Hi,
Man,
Greg.
if you go to bed soon, it's fine.
So,
So do I.
this is a light lager. It's 3.75. It tastes like a 3.75. Lots of sugar in it. Lots of it's very sweet. Not something that I would normally pick up, but I picked up 6 of them today or yesterday. And hopefully we'll get through them. We froze 2 of them. We'll see.
Probably thawed by now.
No, we didn't take them out of the fridge.
Oh, Greg's going to have a couple of beers left.
No, we're gonna finish everything in the fridge.
Oh my
All
god.
right, you're gonna hoop it all.
So it's a very sessionable beer. You can definitely drink a few of them and be fine. I had one with supper last night. It was good.
Nice.
So I would say this isn't a light beer, but an ultra light beer, but not quite a near beer. I put it in Michelob Ultra and that style of beer. For that taste, for the style, I'm gonna give it a 9 on style out of 10.
Okay.
And I'll be honest with my review, because although it's not a style that I would normally pick up, it really fits that Michelob Ultra. I don't know if I have how many calories this is. It doesn't say, but it's a ultralight beer. 130 calories.
Hey.
So 130 calories per can. So it's a little bit more calorie wise than an ultra. I think an ultra is a 90. So for style wise, for taste, I'm going to give it a 9. For personal enjoyment, like I said, not something I'd pick up normally. I'm going to give it a 7.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Thank you, Scott.
No problem.
All right. My turn
What if we were
to
to cuvee it
be
for
the
you?
blue meanie and tell
what do you
Greg
do
to
with
shut
it?
up. So Blue Meanie, Blue Period, double IPA from Upstreet.
That
What do I think of this
what?
one? Very much kind of like a, I want to say, it's very like if the underlying beer on it is very like pine forward, clean drinking, like one of those. What do you want to call it? Like not necessarily, I suppose, a West Coast style double IPA base on it. The hint of grapefruit and mostly piney hops are kind of masked completely though by this huge amount of blueberries. Like it's loads of fucking blueberries that you get. This beer. It's strong. It's not boozy, but it is. You can tell it's heavy, and it's got this nice big blueberry punch that comes on top of it. It's almost like instead of using hops in the traditional sense to make an IPA, they made an IPA and then put blueberries as the fruity flavoring towards it. And I like it. This is actually the third time I'm drinking a can of this. But there's also some things I don't quite like on it, where it's just like primarily blueberry focused. But overall, I think it's okay. Like, definitely for the style, I think it does the trick, and I'm going to give it an 8.5. For overall personal enjoyment, I like it, but I don't love it, and I drink it again, and I absolutely love that fucking label. But yeah, I mean, take it or leave it. I get a 7.5, which ironically is the Nick rating, isn't it? So fuck you, Greg. Okay, so does anybody here want to read the comments, or shall I?
I can do it.
All right.
Okay, where are we? It is what it is. Are we at? Where are we?
I think worth of jail time was the last one from Lee.
Yeah, because you're 12 years old.
You keep making me younger and younger. Thank you.
In my mind, I want you to, eventually you're going back into the womb.
Jesus Christ.
Greg
Okay, there,
Mode.
fucking lead singer from Story of the Year. All right. The sour should not be overpowering. Lee
Wow,
Russell.
that's like Zardoz. The sour is good.
Lee Russell. Look how woke Nick is.
Yeah.
Very woke.
Define woke for me, bitch.
Yeah, there you go.
Jamie C. I mean, I've had some beers that call themselves sour, but they are basically an alcoholic fruit smoothie.
I agree.
That's often the case, yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like all the sours, there's so many sours I've had. I just even wrote this, where it's just sour versus like a sour flavor of version. So I can
like
taste just the sour, and then there's like a hint in the background versus like, oh, I taste like this one. It doesn't taste like a cherry sour. It tastes like a sour that has lingering tastes of cherry.
Yeah, I like a good amount of sour, but I want flavors for the beer too. Not like mouth puckering, like your face goes inverted.
Yeah, because even if I have that sour taste, I want that. It had to have a flavor. I want to be able to taste the flavor behind it. Mr. Greg, I got nothing tonight. Anyways, Greg, at least they have Wi-Fi in prison.
There we go.
Lee Russell, same Jamie. I'm convinced that some are just regular fruit beers that are marketed as sour because it will sell better. And then we have Dan in the chat. Hello, Dan. What's next week's beer? We will let you know.
Dan,
then,
I just want to point out, Dan, right here, Lady Lee, better than you.
Oh,
Yeah. Well played. Well played.
Just zoom in on that. There we go. Just so we just in
Nice fight too, Greg.
case Dan forgot that Lady Lee continues to be better than him.
I'll have to put it on my wall soon.
Yeah, well, do you have it, Lady Lee?
There.
You have some?
No,
You
I
have
haven't
to put it
I
on
don't
your
have a
wall
printer.
above your diploma.
Like I want to do it in color. That's my issue. That's why the only reason
I've got a wonderful color copy that you're welcome to have. You just have to come visit me.
I was gonna say I have like 4 days off next week in a row, but I have a graduation in between.
Come enjoy my pool in Agnes and see where it goes.
Tuesday I graduate, so I can't go.
All right, let's keep going.
All right. Next, we have Greg's brother-in-law, but no cleavage, which I had discussed before.
Yes.
Lee Russell. Yeah, her nipples are always like that.
Nice.
Thank you, Lee. I made that statement beforehand.
My nipples are always erect too, by the way.
I know, but no one points that out.
You feel
She
my
doesn't
power-
need a
you feel my
man to
pain.
speak for her about her nipples.
I mean,
You feel my pain then.
I'll tell you a super quick story. When I was a kid, I was fat. I'm an adult, a fat adult. I was a fat kid. I always wore a shirt to swim because I didn't want anyone to know I was fat. Somehow a t-shirt would trick people. And it would make your nipples chafe to the point where I was just like, I don't give a fuck. You can see that I'm fat now. I don't give a fuck.
My poor boobies. Okay, I haven't done long distance running since like I had no boobies. And now I'm like, oh God, chafing. It's terrible. I did the 5K today. And when I did my loop to turn around, I was like, oh my God, both my nipples are chafing terribly. So like as soon as I got home, I had to like rip off my bra and like get the cloth and try to soak them.
I need to offer you some Greg brand nipple tape.
nipple tape.
I do have tape that worked last time, and it was great. And I do have cream that I can put too. So
Why
next
didn't
time
you
I
use
just
it? Why
have
didn't
to-
you use it this time? For a
I
few-
thought I was fine. I wore a better bra, which worked out. I was able to do 5K with no issues. But then as soon as I turned around, I was like, oh, never mind. It's just I have bigger tits now.
Well, the bike shock recommended this stuff. I guess he
Oh, there we
said he
go.
puts it on his nipples. So
It's
it's like
yeah, you
that
put it-
stick version.
I feel that's
if
for
you're cycling
balls.
too, you put it between your
Yeah, I put
your
this on my
crotch
crotch.
area, your butt, your vagina area.
Now
Vulva.
I don't wipe it on my crotch directly. I put it on the pad, but
Just
Just
for
so-
I put it. I
This
literally
works-
like when I
this
got
works great.
Vaseline.
but
I
I've
rub
heard
it
about
everywhere.
wiping this on your nipples. I heard this works because it just happened to tell me that. I'm like that's great. Thank
I
you
have
for that.
I have
Nick, you gotta
biked.
put
I
on your
have done
nipples.
some serious long distance endurance biking stuff and never
Biking doesn't affect my nipples as
Yeah,
much.
you
had
gotta
any.
get used to
I don't
Yeah,
know.
get used to it.
Biking,
too,
no,
right?
running.
Toughen up.
That's why like I play soccer. I do all sorts of stuff. When I was like I said, when I was smaller breasted, I had no issue with chafing. But now that I'm bigger breasted because I bounce a lot more, unfortunately, my bras chase my fucking nipples. So that is the story of the night.
For
Um, Greg?
Greg.
That's
will-
one of the stories of the night.
Yeah,
I approve of
fine.
nipples.
I do approve of nipples of all kinds.
Ablina Reno, my sheets smell like mango sticky rice right now. I'm jealous. I wish my sheets smelled like mango sticky rice because
Keep
I
going,
like
keep
that
going,
smell.
keep going.
I mean, listen, I can make the sheets smell of mango sticky rice before you come over.
No, it gets
Okay,
better. It
perfect.
gets better, it gets better.
Just throw fucking food, Chinese food on there.
I'm trying to do the Chinese, throw it out there. Ah, the trap is set.
Also, I just want to throw out there that I'm making my yellow submarine.
Oh, it's
koozie right now.
happening!
Oh,
It's
there we go.
happening. You know, the blue meanie with the yellow submarine added to it. There you go. It still looks like the blue
lot of
meanie.
beetles.
Actually, it's kind of like
The blue
yeah,
meanie is now on the submarine.
We
Yeah.
all live in the yellow summer. Okay, anyways, this
On the
chat
yellow
is pro
submarine.
nipples,
Is it
pro
on?
boobs, pro tight dresses, anti sour.
Exactly.
Lee Russell, Ablina Reno, and Dead Dog. Oh, nice.
Jesus.
Way to bring
Yeah,
down
that's
the
what-
chat.
No, he was that was in
What the
reference to
fuck?
the other one up there where, because like he said, it tastes like mango sticky rice and dead dog. That
Wow.
was yeah, that's what that.
Bringing down the chat.
It was a good
Angel. Okay, anyways.
And apparently, people in
Yelling
whatever place in the Arctic Chad went to generally suck because they're just okay with
The
killing dogs.
I think it was just that one town. I don't think it's. I think it was an exception. From
Lee
what I
Russell.
heard, that place was pretty bad.
No, down boy.
Okay, everyone.
Take control, Nick. Take
All
control.
right, all right.
Shh.
Nick.
Lee's speaking right now. Lee Russell. Lee Russell, quick. Nick, quick. Make a pop her cherry joke, you hack. Lee Russell, Greg had a stroke. Ablina Reno, transplant.
I think that's
A
why I couldn't
rosé
spell
with a
something.
cucumber on the bottom.
Okay.
Lee Russell, I am inadequate. It's fine. You are not. Shut the fuck up.
No, it's because
Russell.
he wasn't able to pop the charity.
Yeah. See, look at the next.
I am
comment.
about
Now
to go on a
Greg- now
massive rant, and I'm just not going to do it. So just know
Lee
that.
says
the
saying
whole-
how like being down on himself by saying he's inadequate, and the next thing he does is saying I'm inadequate.
Wow.
Thanks, Lee.
Wow,
That's
he's
his kink.
spreading the inadequacy.
because he can't get himself
He has to bring others down.
dominant. He can't be dominant.
So you
himself.
have the same size direction as everybody else. If nobody
I
has a
happen to know
motor,
that Nick is only inadequate compared to Godzilla.
oh, fuck off.
Anyways, the hymen thing is a fucking lie, and that's
No,
it.
those things actually do exist.
The hymen thing about virginity is a fucking lie. I am not going to go on a vent about this, but it's a lie. Transplant.
but a hymen does
Rose,
actually
cucumber
exist.
hopping. Lee Russell. I am good at Nick is really bad at cooking. Scott Myers, you are adequate at stocking shelves.
Whoa!
Lee Russell then says, I am.
Oh,
Which, by the way, Lee Russell just celebrated his 15th year at
Hey.
Sobeys.
cheers,
Yay!
It was a joke, you idiots.
It was.
what a joke that you worked there for 15 years.
No.
Aw.
Oh,
Ooh. Nick,
That was
I'm booing you
mean.
that. Ooh.
Actually, it was funny at the same time. I'm just pulling your leg. Oh, he celebrated. Yeah,
Celebrated.
Lee and I made a bunch of jokes about his celebration that happened at the store. Anyways, doesn't matter. Those are the comments, and we
guessing
were asked
somebody
the
bought
magical
cake.
question. So the cucker of the cuck chat.
So who
Nick.
got cucked the most? Actually, I was gonna bring myself back on screen here in a second because we still had to take the vote to see who got cucked the most tonight. So of all the let's just circle back and just ask the standard questions. Of all Carrie, of all the beers that you had here tonight, which one would you rather have been cucked by? Which one would you rather have? You're muted, by
You're
the
on
way.
mute.
That's why he's been quiet.
You're on mute. I wasn't saying it. What did you just have there, Lee?
Huh?
What was your beer again?
The mango sticky rice, double IPA.
Yeah. Nick, what was yours again? God damn it. Sorry.
The Blue Meanie Blueberry IPA.
Yeah, I'd go with that one probably. Yeah, that one.
Blueberry?
Yeah,
So-
yeah, that one. Like I remember Bose back when they weren't just the most boring brewery in the history of the world. They made a blueberry IPA a couple times that was fucking tasty. So yeah, I'd be down to try that for sure.
All right. Okay, let's keep on rolling here and see what Lady Lee wants. Lady Lee, of all of the beers that people got cucked by tonight, which one would you rather have been cucked by?
So this was a weird decision for me. Carrie's is intriguing, but I have a thing about sours. I'm exactly like Nick. If it's just that too much sour or if it just doesn't have it, like I'm not into it, but you can have some really good sours. Nick, unfortunately, it's blueberry and I don't like blueberries.
Oh,
So it does not
nice
work.
stuff.
I don't really care for lagers. I just kind of find them boring for beers. Sorry, Scott.
That's
Sorry,
fine.
And then Greg's I've had. So, but the thing is, I really
What you
fucking
always
love
say.
Greg's. Like that was one of the beers that I really fucking enjoy. Like I love the saltiness. I love the guava taste. We have it at Lou Dogs. And every time I do a run, that's like the beer I want to have. Like I crave it. But for the sake of the fact that I can literally walk downstairs and go get a guava collective arts right now, I'm gonna go with Carrie's. So
Oh wow.
yeah, I took you guys on a journey.
It was
Drink,
honestly
don't stop,
it was a
believe it.
tasty cherry sour beer. It was good. It's good.
This one, it's good, but I find it's like I said, it's too overpowering with the sour, with less of the cherry flavor. I want more cherry flavor.
The one I had was nice. Yeah, the cherry was there. It was nice.
Alright. Cherry bear.
Cherry beer.
Alrighty. Thank you, Lee. Let's go over to the duo here and see. First, start with you, Greg. Of all the beers that you heard here tonight, which one would you have rather have had? Which one did you? Yeah, I imagine all of them you'd rather have.
You know, originally I was thinking of leaning towards Lady Lee because of her spry shoulder. No, nothing like that. Her spry shoulders is all I care about, and of course,
Not my boobs. Okay.
I want to maintain that she's
Her spry boobs.
better than Dan. However, I feel in the theme of the night. I don't even remember what his beer was, to be honest, because I've been drinking a little bit. I'm going with Nick because Nick has cut the chat, and Nick,
Oh, that's a good answer.
you deserve the cucking tonight, good sir. So I vote for you.
All right, because my beer was aptly named the Blue Meanie.
There we go, Blue Meanie. I remember that. And you know what, Nick? That's kind of a good name for a cuck. So or a
There you
cucker. Sorry, cucker.
Blue Balls Meanie.
I'm the
Mother
cucky,
cucker.
you're the
Mother
cucker, I'm the
cucker.
cucky. So
He's the dog.
Blue Meanie
Alrighty.
is actually that should be your dom name actually.
Oh yeah.
Jesus. All right, so let's keep moving on to Greg. To Buzz. Fuck. Scott,
Let's fuck.
Fuzz fuck.
what? You pick one. It's your turn. What would you rather have had?
Unshaven
I
vagina,
would actually like
fuzzy
to
fuck.
try your blueberry IPA.
Really?
Yep.
Damn it.
Blue
I was gonna
Meanie.
set the can on my boobs again.
Okay. Well,
Gotta show more nipple.
and the
I
queen
got-
better.
What?
I already see
And yeah, Scott, you can actually try my IPA because it's at the ANBL when you get back.
Well, when I get back tomorrow, I'll try it.
What did
All
Radar
right.
pick again?
Radar picked Lady Lee's
No,
All right,
crazy bastard.
so it is now that it's the end of the show. So my choice is a vote for Lady Lee's. That's the
Okay,
one
an hour and 40 minutes.
because I've had everything else
Hour
except for
and- hour and
carries, and I'm not that big into sours. So it's literally like okay.
But then
she's
you win the
most-
chat because you cut the chat. So you're the winner.
Nick wins no matter what.
I win. I win with the blue meanie, and I'll say a few words about the combination of the blue meanie and the yellow submarine juicy IPA. You still get quite a bit of that blueberry popping through, but you're starting to get more and more juicy flavors coming in from the juicy IPAs. Like you get a lot more like passion fruit and like bright like white like pink grapefruit kind of flavors.
Yeah, she'll survive.
Yeah.
A bit more floral. It works though. Like these two as a mix, these two work together right well. Like I even like it better. And that's not very common. It would make it even better if I had some chalet sauce, but unfortunately I haven't.
Oh, that makes
geez.
everything better.
Christ.
All right.
Well,
One of these days, I'm gonna have to literally do that.
I mean, Nick, I don't mean to spoil anything, but maybe it'll go well with next week's beer choice.
Oh, next week's
I-
beer choice.
Can finish the
Oh.
comments if you want to.
Oh, yep. We will let Lady Lee finish the comments.
All right. So we have great chat, very informative, beer, boobs, etc.
There
That
you
is
go.
what this chat is about. It's either usually beer or
That
sex.
is actually what we
Less boob
strive
talk,
for.
but sex in general. Mr. Greg, we aim to educate. Yes, he'll
don't
mansplain your
need
titties like the best you've ever heard.
Okay.
Ablino Reno, I celebrated you, Lee. Lee Russell,
Wow.
thanks, Ablino. Ablino Reno, call me. Lee Russell, no. There's the cold shoulder that we always
Oh,
love.
come on.
Oh,
It's what we expect from Lee. Okay, yeah, it's what we expect from Lee.
He's so
Seriously.
rude.
No, it's not. Ablino Reno, if I was a superhero, I wouldn't need a big bat symbol light in the sky. Just shoot a fire hose straight up, and I'll be there pretty soon. All right,
it would
Nick.
take him an hour and 20
Let
minutes to get
me-
there.
Nick, you're up
An hour.
to you're up to bat.
All right. What is next week's beer? Oh, what are we? Well, what's the big thing that's happening? Okay, first of all, it was Dan that actually commented saying, "What's next week's beer?" We love it when somebody else asks the questions instead of
Hi,
us
Dan.
having to show it. Hi, Dan. So, what's the big thing that's happening next week? Anybody tell me, Lee?
I got it.
Oh, that's a nice graduation photo.
Graduation.
So
Apparently.
graduation. So Liz, one of our panel members is
Times come on.
one of our panel
Yes.
members is graduating from college. So we're all
University.
proud of her. University, whatever.
Not
So we're doing BYOB
whatever.
celebration
Not
beers
whatever,
next
Nick.
week.
Nick, not whatever. It's a big thing.
Whatever, Scott. The BYOB celebration beers. So we are celebrating next week, and whether Lady Lee's here or not, we're doing celebration beers, bitches. So it's a good time. Celebrate good times.
Pick
Come
a beer
on.
that you would celebrate with.
Pick a beer you would celebrate with. What would you bring out on a special
What-
occasion?
What
And then
moose
drink it all by
would I
yourself?
celebrate with?
Exactly.
Jesus Christ.
Probably something off the small batch line.
Yeah, probably.
Celebrate
Yes.
with that new cherry rather. that you
I
probably
might
should have told
actually.
people about.
I actually did buy a case. So and I gave it to Mallory. I said, "Here, Mallory."
Congratulations. Thank you, Ablino Reno.
Congratulations, Le.
I look forward to confusing in that
You got another beer for me?
confusion in that chat all week
Your
over
choice.
what beer to get.
At least you're still in it, unlike the.
It's a celebration beer. It's a beer you
All
get
right.
to celebrate with. It's good for the street.
Celebrate drinking. Come on. Do do do
Pretty
do.
much it.
do. Let's get drunk. Do 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 do. Okay,
There's a
so
penis on the screen.
Halloween
Hi.
night.
Oh, I'm
So-
going.
Yes.
Gary's flipping at his penis. So I want to thank Blino Reno, Lee. Who else is in the chat? We had JBC if you're still there. Cheers,
Cheers,
bro.
Marson.
And of course, Marson. Nice to have you on. Hopefully, you don't you
Paul?
didn't get too grossed out by your brother-in-law.
Paul
No,
and Dan,
he's used to me by now. 15 years on.
It's too late
Thank
to
you.
turn back.
thank you, Paul and Dan, and did we say?
Oh yeah, Paul. We were
And Jamie.
Paul. Yes, we love you, Paul. Alrighty.
Jamie
Yeah,
wasn't
I didn't
here,
see
only
Dan.
Albolino.
No, the other Jamie. New York Jamie.
Yeah,
Oh, Jamie C. Oh, yeah.
I took
Cool,
it out of the
Jamie.
fridge. It's still frozen. Your fridge is,
All right.
is freezing my
All right,
beer.
guys, we'll be back.
It is
We
being
will
frozen.
be back on next week. So tune in around the same time, 8-ish Eastern. And we'll be here. with
Depends if
more
Nick
beer.
gets his shit together because he's not cucking us next week.
Exactly. All right. Cheers, bros.
Cheers, motherfuckers.
I won't be here next week.
You might be.
Not here.